Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SnB's season opener here at Daytona International Speedway. With the excitement and energy the Clash and Duels brought last week, it has led up to the pinnacle of our sport here at the World Center of Racing for our Daytona 250. Tonight, these drivers will experience the high speed, tight drafting, and intense battles to the finish line. I'm here with Element Zero in the booth, ready to bring you all the action tonight. Man, I hope everyone is having a great night tonight. We are extremely excited to get on track. Element, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see some super speedway racing here tonight. Do we even have an Element?
I was still muted. My bad. Yeah, definitely. Cannot wait to see what takes place on the track tonight. I think it's gonna be a wild one. You're gonna see a lot of moving and shaking for sure.
I think so. But before we get started tonight, we have to introduce to you our driver spotlights. Tonight we have, starting row 5 on the inside, will be Libert 58. He's a rookie driver for SnB who pilots the number 1 Chevy. Starting in row 3, we have on the outside will be SnB rookie driver Skibowski, who wheels the number 96 Toyota. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Good, how are you guys?
Well, I'm doing awesome. Like I said, I'm ready for tonight. So, you guys are getting ready to go to the race. I have to ask you a few questions first. As a rookie driver for SnB, what are your goals going into the season? We'll start with Libert.
I think the goals are probably going to be, just keeping it clean. I'm a new guy here, so definitely want to get familiar with the guys I'm racing first, but always want to win, but definitely looking for some top 5s, top 10s, just looking to get myself noticed out there first and seeing where it takes me.
Absolutely. We saw a strong performance from you last week, so I'm excited to see what you can do here tonight and throughout the season. All
yeah,
right.
I'm super excited for sure.
Absolutely. Ski, I gotta bring it to you. I can't even say, it feels weird saying that you're a rookie driver, because you've done other stuff with us, but as the league goes, you're a rookie driver for us. What are your goals going into the season?
Well, it's kind of the same thing. I just want to chill out. This is my first time really running in a league on presets. I'm normally a custom setup guy.
Right.
So, I'm new to this league, and I'm just going to kind of ride around in the back and learn how to run these presets and what to do in the pits. I mean, I wouldn't expect too much from me from the beginning of the year, but I think towards the end of the year I can kind of come on and maybe win a couple of races.
I can't wait to see that. All right, with the Daytona preseason race last week, that can really tell you some things going on for tonight's race. With how it went for you, do you think it's going to help you out, or will it hurt you for the 250 ski?
I think, according to last week, I'm going to have my work cut out for me because I didn't see anybody that wanted to go with me. I went outside a few times. Nobody wanted to go out there. I tried to draft on the inside and push someone out, and they didn't want to go with me. I made a decision to pit with half a can of fuel to get out in front, and I still didn't get anybody that wanted to push and maybe get second place, push me to lead or whatever. So I'm just going to sit here, chill out, see what happens. I'm pretty decent at these super speedways. Maybe at the end I'll be there, maybe get the W.
I hope to see it. That would be really awesome. All right, we got to ask you, Libert, with the Daytona preseason race, how do you think tonight's going to go?
I'm hoping to do somewhat the same thing I did in the preseason race. I was kind of the bottom feeder, I admit, last race, but it's probably not going to be as easy to be on the bottom. You're going to want to go up high and probably make more runs and find some more friends, so definitely look to be probably a little more aggressive on that end, at least, trying to move up forward, but definitely like my chances for sure.
Absolutely. All right, and the final question for you two tonight. It's pretty simple. What is your favorite track and your least favorite? We'll start with Libert.
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite track would probably be Dover. I like how loose it is and how you really have to drive and hang on to the car. So that's probably my favorite. And then I can't say that I really have a least favorite. Maybe a short track like Richmond, only because exits get pretty snappy. But other than that, I kind of like them all.
Nice. I think it's interesting that you like Dover because I have such a hard time there on presets. When you move into custom setups, you can pretty much get it to how you need, so it runs really nice. But on presets, it's a whole different challenge, so that's pretty cool. That's your favorite. All right, Ski, what about you? What is your favorite track and what is your least favorite?
My favorite track is Darlington or Sonoma. I'm torn between the two. And my least favorite track is Kentucky. I can't stand that place. I don't like green. And I seem to meet that green thing every time I come around turn 4. So, yeah, I don't like Kentucky. I don't even know why they have that track.
That makes me sad.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I hate Kentucky.
It's all
I
good.
love Kentucky the state.
It's all good.
That's the track I hate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Darlington, tough track, so it's really cool to see these tougher tracks get some love here tonight as a favorite track. I wish you both a ton of luck going into tonight. You're going to need a lot of friends out there on track because it can get pretty sketchy, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm going to keep it clean and hopefully it stays green and I can make my way to the front.
All right, well, you
Be
guys
lookout for that 96, everybody.
Heck yeah, you already have some fans out there, so. All right, you guys take it easy. Thank you so much for coming in the booth out here and answering a few questions for us. It was really cool to have you guys.
All right, thanks for having us, Frozen. Appreciate it.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Enjoy the race, everybody.
Absolutely. All right, Element. Tonight, 100 laps of intense racing. We have for stage 1 32 laps. With stage 2, it's going to be around 29 laps. So with 16 laps of fuel that you get, it's not going to be that big of a deal for stage 2, but stage 1, these guys are going to have to cut it pretty close. They might have to save a little bit. And same goes for stage 3. What do you think is the biggest thing that we need to look out here for Daytona?
Who your dance partner is. I mean,
True.
Really, that's going to be the biggest thing. You're getting 16 laps fuel, stage 1 being 32. You should not have any problems there in stage 1 at all. Unless you're the leader, you might be a little short, but outside of that, I mean, it's going to be your dance partner, who you're going to work with and who wants to work with who. I mean, you don't want to be the last piece of dirty laundry getting hung out to dry.
It's so true. I mean, a lot goes into tonight. I mean, it's super speedways. People think it's very easy. You have things going that you need to pay attention to all facets of it. You have the draft going. You need to make sure you can control that car. If you're taking this too wide, it gets pretty intense. And you guys all know about the apron. You hit that thing and you're going to move up. You could cause a huge wreck, and that's going to bring out the caution. We have manual cautions in this league. It's 50%, 3 times wear. So damage is on. So if you get damage, you're going to have to go in and repair that damage. But friends, you need friends tonight. That is a huge, huge thing.
Yeah, friends is going to be the key word. The more you got, the better off you're going to be.
Absolutely. I want to take a look at the Daytona 250 starting grid. This is how they finished for the Duel 1 and Duel 2. On the inside, that was Duel 1. We have the J-Mac attack. He brought home the pole for the Daytona 250. We're going to see him out there tonight. They will do a pace lap to start off. That'll get him in the order that they see here. J-Mac will be in the 3 on the inside with Rangers 15. He will be on the outside. We have Kyle Fan in row 2 with Tom Flitty. He's going to be on the outside. Row 3, we'll see Skyland 4 with Ski. They'll be on the outside for Ski. Row 4 is going to see Jose on the inside with Wild Reckneck. He'll be on the outside in that number 47. Row 5, we will see Liebert, who was in the booth with us here tonight. He will be in the number 1 car in row 5 on the inside with Game Mastermind on the outside in that number 13. It goes all the way down, guys. We have Mr. Slide Job, who won the Clash last week. Can he get another win here tonight? He will be on row 6 in that 16 car with Super NASCAR fan on the outside. Row 7, we will see Ford Tough, another rookie here with Honeycutt on the outside, yet another rookie. We have a lot of rookies here tonight, Element. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of rookies for SnB, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It's great to see how it's growing. It's come a long way. It's the biggest field we ever had in SnB. That's pretty awesome.
It is. It's really cool. Row 8, we have Foxhound Boss in that 24 with Natter Days on the outside. Thrills we have on the inside of row 9 with Scott Hall for Life on the outside. Row 10, we have JRM Dohar in that 88 on the inside with Gary from Canada on the outside. Row 11, we have Combat Beast 24 with Monster Mike on the outside. Leaf Justin will be on the inside for row 12 with Bacon Bits, who is a veteran driver. He will be on the outside. Row 13, we have Techie Galaxy in the 41 on the inside with Soccer, who I don't think he's going to be here tonight from what I'm hearing. If he is, he will be on the outside in row 13. For our final row, we have Stout Whiskey in row 14 with PTH the Goat on the outside. You guys, I gotta know in chat, I want to give a huge shout out to you guys for the follows, for cheering on these drivers. Let me know who you think is going to win tonight. It's going to be so close. I'm excited.
I'm just going to take the easy pick. All of them are going to win tonight. They're all winners.
If only you could choose all of them, right?
Yeah. In the best case scenario.
Yes. Aries Motorsports, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. We got Rock out here. He is going to be in the producer's booth this season, so he is behind the scenes helping out. I really appreciate his help. Always does a fantastic job. Savage, it has a cooldown. I can't turn it off. I don't know why. It just won't let me do it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun race. These guys are getting in lobby. There is no qualifying. We did that last week at the duels, so that is your starting grid. They will just take a pace lap to get in order, and we should be good to go momentarily. I'm going to ask you, I'm putting you on the spot because you can't choose all 20. We're going to take our winners from last week. We had 3 winners. We had Mr. Slide Job for the Clash. We had J-Mac Attack, who won Duel 1, which put him on pole. And we also have Rangers, who won Duel 2, which put him on the outside. If you could choose one of those 3 drivers to win, who are you choosing tonight?
Oh my god. This is where friendships end.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. That's tough. J-Max would be some play tracks, but it's so hard to go against Rangers, the boots with the cur. He just gets it done. He's always there at the end, and he just, as many times as I've raced him, as many times we've battled, he's always there at the end. He's like a gnat. You just gotta, you can't even swat him away. So, I mean,
He is.
He's gonna be there. So he's gonna be he's my pick.
You know what? And last week we saw him. He got hit and made contact with the wall, lost the pack. Had to start for Duel 2. Managed to make his way up there on the outside with Tom Flitty. And that's how he got the win. So really, really cool to see that. We're going to see if we can make it happen tonight. I have a feeling, though, Element, we're going to see a little bit more as far as hard racing going to... I don't see 3 wide happening, but it's probably going to happen at some point. But I think we're going to see a lot of 2 wide racing tonight.
Oh yeah, you're going to see a lot of 2 wide, but I guarantee there's going to be some 3 wide going on, especially near mid the back of the pack, because they're going to want to make moves and try to go with the run. And that inside line can get so throttled with checkups, and outside will start getting going. They'll start checking up a little bit. Then that outside will be there, and somebody will take that run, and then they'll start building.
It's so true.
You see a little bit of 3 wide.
Yeah, I mean, I was out
think you
there.
do. I think you will.
I was out there with them earlier practicing, and these guys were making moves all over the place. We didn't go 3 wide, but it was very, very close to having 2 wide pretty much the entire time. Lines were being held really good. I'm hoping tonight, guys, that we have no lag. That fingers crossed, no lag. And I know some of you haven't know about the issue with the servers that are lagging people out. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed and hope we can get this entire race in.
I think we'll be able to do it. I got a good feeling.
I hear you.
Got a good feeling.
I love the positivity. Let's go. Rad Boy, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome out there. If you can, share the stream, get it out there, and we'll get some people, even more people in here. What are the lug nuts? They are points for watching the stream. We'll do giveaways, and you can use the lug nuts for the giveaways and just use it to have fun. There's some stuff you can use with the points, so it'll be pretty cool. All right, I'm trying to see if we are getting ready to go here. They should be shortly. Watch, the invite went and I missed it. Nope, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah. All right, if you are in chat, let me know who you think the winner is. I just put everybody on. Just put him under
Wait,
so much
you're
pressure.
taking my original pick? Is that what you're doing?
You know what? It's so hard. There's so
My
many
original pick
talented
of everybody.
drivers out there. Rangers is a fantastic pick. Justin would be a great pick. Tom Fleety would be a great pick. Slide Job already has a win. He'd be a great pick. Don't count out the rookies either. I've talked to a couple of them, and they're already, you heard Ski. He's out there contacting people saying, hey, I'm here. I will work with you. Let's do this. So a couple of them have reached out to people to let them know, hey, I'm willing to work with you. Just give me a chance and we can get moving. And that's what you have to do here, because it is so hard to do this on your own. When you go onto pit road, you're gonna have to have a friend that you have that strategy with. Otherwise, you're not gonna stay in that pack. And Daytona, it's all pack racing, so you need to stay their element.
Oh, absolutely. As long as you got that one friend that'll stick with you, you're gonna be in good shape. You need at least one solid person to stick with you.
Yeah, if you get out online, and we're going to see some of these guys go below the yellow to signal that they are pitting. They are all together in communication, so they can talk to each other. But if you see somebody go under the yellow, it's more than likely to let everyone know that they're pitting. I guarantee we're going to have a lot of communication of people saying, hey, this is what I'm taking. What are you taking? That way they can come out together, because that's exactly what you need to do. And you need to make sure that you can hold that line and stay off the apron. There's a lot of different things going on here tonight, so we're gonna see who can do it the best and who can take home the first win of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Communication is gonna be the biggest key of all between whoever you're working with and the entire field, especially coming up pit road if you're coming with a big group.
Right.
That can turn into a real show real quick.
Absolutely. From what I'm seeing, we do have a driver that cannot get an invite, so he might be doing a hard reset. Guys, just hang in there, and we will get things up and moving. Breezy, what's up? How are you guys? Nation. You guys are awesome. Yes, Fox says, Fox, first win of the season, stay tuned. That's another guy you cannot leave out. He's really good at the super speedways. You're gonna see a lot of strategy. I think stage 3, we're gonna see some saving. You're gonna see that possibly for stage 1 if you are out front, because we have 16 laps for fuel, and stage 1 is going to be 32 laps, with stage 2 29, and stage 3 33.
Here's the thing. If you're leading, how are you gonna be saving? That's the tricky.
So true. All right, the driver, he is resetting. That is Rangers. Hopefully we can get him in soon, and then we will get moving, guys. Sorry for the delay. It's how it goes. First race of the season. For some reason, Xbox does not like receiving those invites. Sometimes you just have to do a hard reset. But we'll get him in here, and definitely don't want to leave him out. But I'm excited to see it. A lot going on, though. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Cape, what are you talking about out there? Go ahead, Element.
You notice how I pick him and now he's having problems getting an invite? Look at I swear. It's the curse.
I know. Yeah, and these guys are going to have to get in line. That's another thing, getting in line. Damage is on. We saw it last week. I think one of the drivers got damage as they were trying to get in line. So they're going to have to really pay attention to where they start and getting where they should be. Hopefully they know where they should be and no damage will happen. Cape, let me see what you're saying. A prompt start. You know, I sometimes you can and sometimes you cannot. Tonight is one of those nights where stuff just happens. Yeah, I know we are missing Soccer. He said that he will not be here tonight. He also did miss the preseason race, if I'm not mistaken. So he will be one that will not be here tonight. We do have a couple of part-timers that are with us. We have Skylin. We have Jose. Stout, he should be here. So we have 3 part-time drivers that will be with us tonight. So it'll be nice to have them on track, Element.
3 part-time drivers tonight?
We do.
Oh, and Stout's gonna be racing. Oh.
He is out there. It should be in the number 6 car.
Number 6. That's a nice little curveball. Stout's gonna bring the whiskey. I like this. All right. It'll be a good night. I bet he's gonna be up there contending. He's gonna be working that draft pretty hardcore to get up there and lead some laps.
Absolutely. They are still going on about this in Discord, so hopefully we'll get it started soon. Sorry for the delay, but shortly, I promise you, shortly we'll get moving on for Season 7 of SnB's Cup League. I'm pretty excited here. Daytona is always a fun track, but for the super speedways, it's a challenging one. I know you are not a huge fan of super speedways. I've done a few with you. Are you liking them any more, Element, than you were before?
Absolutely not, but somehow I got called almost a master of super speedways for some reason. 'Cause I got a couple wins in a row. It's like, come on, I hate them. It's basically pure luck. Just got lucky.
It's true.
It's terrible. I'm not a fan of super speedways. It's based upon pure luck, and I mean, it takes a lot of patience to work the draft and put yourself in position, and that's mostly what it is just being in position. But a lot of it is luck at super speedways, and they're just, I hate them. I don't like the roll of the dice. I don't like the roll of the dice.
I like the challenge of it simply because there is so much going on. You have people around you. You have to make sure you hold that line. You have to have teamwork. There's so many different things going on. So for me, I love the challenge of it. I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, they're definitely a challenge. There's no kidding about that, because you got to be able to control your own pace of your car, so that way you're not, if you're mid-pack, hitting the car in front of you, pushing them in the car in front of them, pushing the car in front of them. And there's a balance that you got to keep if you're mid-pack, where you're all not bunching together to keep that draft going, so that we compare the speed. So there's a certain balance and skill it takes in that aspect. But a lot of it's also luck, because you also got to trust the people you're around. And if they're just going full bore, you're going to be put in spots you don't want to be in.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times you go out and you're hoping to get that run. You're hoping someone's going to go with you, but a lot of times They don't. They want to stay down. They want to be safe. They want to make sure that they save the fuel. So a lot of times you'll go out and you will just fall to the back. So we're gonna be very interesting to see when that happens and how they handle that tonight. All right, invites are out.
Absolutely.
I was told to not accept it yet, so they are on the run. But yeah, we're getting ready to go to the Daytona 250, guys. Element, do you need an invite once I get in there?
Absolutely. So the jet drivers are off the track now?
They are off the track.
Let's go.
I did. Just let me know when I can get in there. Okay. We are good to go. Element, I will get you in. The 24 should be Foxhound Boss. I know they were talking about switching the numbers. I see him as 24, so we are good to go here. We are going to run a pace lap, guys. We're going to make sure everyone is in order, and then we will get moving for 32 laps on the first stage, 29 in the second, and 33 in the final. There's 100 total, 100 laps tonight. We do have stages on, so points go to the drivers, the top 5 drivers for tonight in the stages.
100 laps. Oof. Oof.
It's gonna be a long one.
Yeah, they better make it nice to give us something to talk about.
You see him here. We're gonna have a couple of drivers. Apparently someone's going through the grass. They are gonna get in order. We're gonna see J-Mac. He is going to be on the pole. We're gonna see Rangers on the outside. Excuse these drivers while they get in order. Let's see if I can find J-Mac. I know he will be the one leading us to the green flag. A lot of anticipation tonight. A lot of drivers, like I said, talking to others, trying to see who they can work with, trying to make friends out there. I mean, we can't say it enough. It is extremely important. You gotta save the fuel when you can. Tires will fall off. These guys are gonna really put those tire pressures up to make sure they have the speed later on in the race.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to push those tire pressures up.
Absolutely.
There ain't no running no low tire pressure.
All right, we see these guys getting up front. That is Tom Tom in the 8, and we're going to have Rangers in the 11. These guys are lined up pretty smooth, I gotta say, for their first race together of the season. Once we get around this turn and to the restart box, J-Mac will be leading us off for the Daytona 250 tonight. Do 500 laps? I don't know about all that. BK Doug, what's up?
Whoa. 500?
Yeah. That's a little
Nobody got
much.
time for that.
I've done it a few times, but yeah.
Ooh, you're braver than I am.
These guys are getting ready to go. The restart box is coming up here shortly. We're going to see what kind of run that J-Mac can get as he starts. Here we go for the Daytona 250. Season 7 has started. Oh, they're taking one more lap, they said. Okay. Just kidding.
Jump the gun!
I was wondering, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. They don't tell me these things in the booth.
That was perfect.
I tried. Good grief. The screen is breaking up. You can't see it. I hope not. Everyone, let me know how the stream is doing. It should be doing all right. And we're going to bring these guys down one more time. We had a couple of guys that were trying to get in order. So it looks like they have it figured out. Let's take a look back here. They look pretty good. We have Busy Brown. Not good. Oh, okay.
What in the world just happened there?
I don't know, but I see a car. Yeah, this is what we were afraid of tonight with the lag and everything else going on. The servers are just freaking out, and if that is the start element, I am nervous.
the servers freaking out is an understatement if that happened under caution.
I literally
Under
just saw a
pace
car
laps.
being carried on top by another car. This is
Carried
yeah.
right into the wall.
It's been an issue for a couple of days now. I don't know what is going on with the servers, but it has been a huge issue out here. I do believe that is a damaged car. He's going to have to go in and get that repaired. I would assume that we're going to go around yet another lap to let him fix that damage.
He might not be the only one that needs to go in.
These guys are all going to go in to pit road here. Very interesting. Justin, you guys are going to go around again, right? Go green this time. Okay. That is going to change things. Cape. That's going to change things. No more saving. These guys should be good to go. They will have to make one pit stop in stage 1. But besides that, this is just going to be full-on racing. Man, you guys, everyone, you need to cross your fingers with me. I'm really hoping that the lag holds off and that we don't see a huge overall server crash. They do need to double up once again for the restart, so hopefully these guys are going to be patient with each other to stay out of harm's way. It's very scary tonight, though.
It could be an understatement.
A little bit. A little bit.
I think there's a little bit more going on up there.
All right, we're going to see how these guys fare. We have the back of the field. You see it up there. They are not fully in line yet. Man, oh man. What a first race. We will get this underway, though, I promise. Let me know if you guys are going to go green this time around, Justin. They are discussing it right now. We have another driver that has damage somehow. We are going to go. They're going to go green at the restart box here. I think this time we are going to go. All right, Element. I'm afraid to start this. I feel like I just have like a booth curse here, but if I'm not mistaken, J-Mac will start at the restart box and we'll start the Daytona 250 for the second time. He is headed there right now and we'll see what kind of start he gets, and Rangers is going to be all over him on the outside. Here we go. The Daytona 250 is underway. Not a bad start. I'm kind of holding my breath here, but man, a very clean start for these guys as J-Mac just has a lot of company right behind him. We have the 20 car of Kyle Fan all over him with the 18 of, we have the 18 out there of Sky. He is all over him in third place. These guys are looking pretty solid so far there, Element.
Yeah, you had a lot of guys forcing their way to the inside of the net wanting to be hung out there. I saw it and I was like, oh, whoa, that was close.
Let's go back in the field here just a little bit. We're on board with the number 6 of Stout Whiskey. In the back of the field, he was not here for the preseason festivities, so he did start in the back. But you can tell that he is being very patient at the moment, and that is definitely what you need here tonight.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot of patience working this draft, especially with the highline not being there right now and everybody's just comfortable running the bottom.
We're taking a look at the 47 of Wild Wreckneck right in the mid-pack of this field. He looks like he's holding it pretty good. We have somebody through the grass, though. I'm not sure who that was. That would be the 12 of Scott Hall for life. He makes it back on track, but we have another one into the wall. I'm not sure if these guys are seeing any lag. But it looks like so far we are green. We're going to see what happens for the rest of this, though. Looks like we're going to race around, come to the start-finish line, and possibly bring out a caution for those two cars. I know that one hit the wall, went through the grass, and then we saw another one off at another point, hit the wall. So it's going to be our first caution of the night there, Element.
I mean, we're going to probably get a couple of those. And at one point, we're going to get the big one.
You can see them too wide up here. Another thing that these guys are going to have to watch is that once we cross the start-finish line, manual cautions. So they need to take it very easy around each other, let each other know that they are slowing down. You can see quite a stack up in the front of the field here, but they get slowed down.
Yeah, Side Job was trying to get them through while they're coming to the line, trying to make up a spot or two.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these guys fare, but they will get lined up single file. Pit road should be open this time. I think we're going to see a few go in to probably fix some damage, but I'm not sure if any of the other guys will. It may or may not be worth it for the position here. You see these guys still trying to get themselves single file. We'll see if everyone is back to see if we can open up pit road, but it looks like everyone is stacking up pretty nicely. So pit road should be open. We'll see who goes in, who stays out, and takes the spot.
At this point, that's a no-go. Got the fuel to make it out one stop. Don't lose track position now. Unless you're
Absolutely.
in the back.
They did end up closing pit road, so they're going to go around again and open that up. I guess they did not have everyone back with them. So very interesting for our first race. A huge field, about 26 drivers out here. Some of them racing each other for the first time. We're going to take a look at our top few guys here. We have... Let's see if I can take a look. That is 95 of Jose, currently sitting P1. We have Rangers in second. We have J-Mac in third. TomTom Flitty in fourth. We have Sky in fifth. That is going to be your top five so far here tonight.
TomTom sitting top 5.
It sure is. He started on the outside, right behind Rangers. Those guys made it work on the outside for duel number 2 last week. We're going to see if they can do it here tonight. But yeah, tonight I think is just going to be about getting used to each other around track. Might be a little safe, hopefully first stage. It's going to be crazy though. I just want the lag to stay out and the servers just hold in there. Just hold on. Let us get this race. Pit road is open, so we're going to see what they do here, Element.
Oh yeah, we're going to see. That's definitely the tandem to watch is TomTom and Rangers. Oof. Oof.
You know, TomTom and Rangers, they work so well together. And they can do it by themselves, what we saw last week. We're going to see them work the high side. TomTom Flitty and Rangers, they don't want to hang out on the inside. They love to get the action going. They love to take the outside and make it work. Our leader of Jose, the same way. He loves to go on that outside and get something going. So we're going to see that from a lot of guys. I'll tell you what, these AI are making me so nervous with how they enter pit road. It cracks me up out here.
Right. Cracking at the seams.
Atlanta Racing, what's up? How are you? Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. He's out here pulling for Mr. Slide Job, our winner of last week's Clash. Can he do it again tonight? We're going to find out, but we have J-Mac back out. He's going to be the leader, leading us off to the green flag here once again. These guys are still getting lined up. I'm not sure if they're going to make it around this time around. We're going to find out. if they can all gather back up, we just might have to make it one more time around. He's got that 42 on the outside of him, and that is Thrills. He is a veteran driver for SnB. He's been in multiple leagues, and this guy is really good for super speedways. It's going to be really interesting to see how he does here, if he can get that outside rolling. He's got the 37 directly behind him, and that is Monster Mike. I've done a couple of practice runs with him here tonight. He can really hold a line. He's really cool to work with, so we're going to see a lot of these guys team up together, and I can't wait to see how they do and who they go with. Who are they making friends with tonight, Element?
It's gonna be a co-opetition, and I mean, don't look now, but you got PTH to go, Michael Jordan, up in third right now, and then you got Natterdays that moved up. And he got some track position. He's up there now. There's a change of the guard. It's gonna swap. It's gonna swap a lot, but it's been a change.
All right, we're coming around here. We will go green this time. Man, an interesting night here tonight. We've been talking about it all day. We've seen lag outs lately. We've seen server crashes. We've seen lag in general. So, what will we see here tonight? Season opener, the Daytona 250. Huge night. These drivers have been anticipating this all week. Very anxious for this race tonight, so it's going to be really fun to see what happens here.
Interesting. It's going to be really interesting. Oh.
We're going to have
I was trying to think of a pun and I can't.
Fail. F in chat, guys.
I
can tell you were thinking.
Yeah, I was definitely right down the pause.
Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like we have PTH, the GOAT, directly behind J-Mac. So we're going to find out what he can do here, how his restarts are. What's funny is that he is going to be going up against Shake and Bake on Monday at Road America. So, small world. Here we go. We're off to green once again, back to stage 1 racing. Hopefully we can get a count on how many laps that we have left. It's been so crazy out here. But these guys are getting in line. Hopefully you see a lot of action on that apron. Element getting a little sketchy.
Oh, there's a big whoa. Rangers gave a little bit of room to Tom, and he straight cut it left.
Absolutely.
Straight left.
22 laps of stage 1. They will still need to pit because they can only get 16 laps in the stage. So it's going to cut it down short. We're going to see some guys maybe take 2 tires, maybe shorter on fuel. We're going to find out. But so far, man, look at this racing. So much action going on here. We have the 19 behind J-Mac, and we saw him getting a little swervy out there. Jose in the 95, who's got some damage. We have Rangers on the outside trying to get that side drive off of the 42 of Thrills. These guys are all over the place, and I love it, Element.
Hey, for Ski saying he didn't have any friends, he's sitting up there working his way into the top 5. Doing a good job, just doing what he needs to do, and being patient like he said he needed to be.
Yeah, we're on board with Sky, and he just goes right into the bumper of the 47 of Wild Wreckneck. These guys really have to be patient. Let off. We see a little bit of lag there. That was a little scary situation, but they managed they were okay from it. But man, oh man, look at the damage on Sky's number 18. Absolutely insane. It's going to be just touch and go all night as we see Rangers get back in line after he was on the high side trying to make something happen. Long line here tonight.
A very long train on the bottom. And if they can get a few cars working on the outside, they can make some moves and work their way up, but it's just going to be tough to do because they're going to have to hold that line nice and tight on the outside.
Absolutely. You can see the camera shake here, and it is really, it really tells a story on how it is on track. You just see all the movement as we're on board with the Honeycutt and the number 51 Element. What are you looking at?
I'm on board with Liber, and there's just a little bit of lag happening. Not too bad, manageable, but they had a scary moment between Goat and Leafs and Game Mastermind. Yeah, Game Mastermind. It was just a very close call.
Very close call, but they are still at it. We see Bacon Bits in the number 22. He is in the back of the field, barely hanging on. He's going to have to really work his way up there, if at all possible. We're on board with Monster Mike in the number 37. We saw him up the field earlier. He has since fallen back a little bit. I'm not sure if it's lag or whether he's just trying to hang back. I know he was concerned about his own lag and a situation he would be put on. So he's really good about keeping it clean and making sure that his lag is not going to affect anyone as he hits the wall. The number 14 got a little high, and I think that might have scared him just a little bit. 14 is natter days, but these guys are still moving.
Oh, they're moving a little, all right, a little bit left and right.
It's crazy out here. 100 laps tonight. Still a ton of racing. We're in stage 1. LBZ 81, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're on board with a veteran driver, Kyle Fan 18. He has been in a few seasons for SnB. I know that, you know, for super speedways, he hasn't always been very comfortable here, but he has really worked on his line and done a fantastic job. If I'm not mistaken, we have 17 to go. So racing is going, and Kyle Fan gets out of line, falls back, and tucks his way back in the line. But man, oh man, it's so crazy with that draft. How fast you can lose everyone if you step out.
If you step out, you're gone. You're going straight to the back. And we've got a whole new top 5. We got Jose leading, Techie Galaxy sitting in second, Slide Job, Ski, and I believe 47. Oh, help me out here. Can't remember the name.
47. That is Wild Wreckneck.
Wild Wreckneck.
And he is a wild one, I'm telling you.
Oh. See, it's a wild top 5.
It is a wild top 5
already.
We're coming up on 15 to go. If I'm not mistaken, we're on board with the number 88 of JRM Dohar, being very, very patient as he sits behind the 11 of Rangers. These guys in a very, very long line. We see Bacon Bits in that 22 coming back on track. I'm thinking that he took a pit stop. We're at the point where if they did pit now, they could make it for the rest of stage 1. I have a feeling we're going to see guys go on to pit road together. But the thing is, guys, you got to remember, damage is on. You got to make sure you don't kill each other headed on to pit road. There is a speed limit, and you have to pay attention to it. So are we going to see any incidents tonight, or will they go free of that?
You might see an incident or two. As for getting on pit road, you're going to want to run it dry and try to run it as late as possible. So just in case if that caution does come out while the guys get on pit road.
They are really stacking up. I'm trying to see if I can get a camera on them, but man, oh man. Somebody hit the apron up there. I'm not sure if that was J-Mac or Ski. That could have been Ski. He's got a ton of damage on his number 96. But they stacked up a little bit.
Slide job.
It was, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. He caught it just a little bit going on an entry, and it stacked him up a little bit.
Nice recovery for these guys. The top 5 guys are really, really tight up here. You can tell that they are holding their line really well, but man, oh man, that damage is scary.
Oh, I just went to the back of the pack, and I'm on board with combat, and I just looked at this line of cars, and I'm like, oh, no.
It's not the line you want to see, definitely.
No, it's not.
No. We have some guys signaling that they are going on to pit road. We're going to find out who are going to be takers for pit road, who is going to stay out, and how do they fare as they're trying to make their way on. Man, look at that line go. We see Thrills making his way onto pit road. Looks like he made it okay. We have a couple of takers, about 4 cars onto pit road. Jose, our leader, decides to stay out, and he's got some help. He's got the 16 behind him, and that is Mr. Slyjob, as he stays out in the 96 of Ski. "12 laps to go for the stage." We have another driver signaling that he is going to pit. I do believe that was Skabelski. We're going to see if he goes in this time or it was Slyjob. Some of these cars look pretty close in color here. Busy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jose, man, he is hanging out there. He is staying out another lap. We have another car going in. Element.
Oh, that was J-Mac.
That is J-Mac.
He's the only one.
And he is the only one. We have talked about this. That is not what you want to see. Oh, somebody just went under the apron, came back up, and I do believe left the race as to not affect anyone. Or he lagged out. I'm not quite sure, but man, oh man, you hate to see that.
You hate to see it.
Let's take a look at our driver spotlight. The number 1 of Liebert. I do believe the lag out was, I think it was Ski of the number 96. We're going to have to get a confirmation on that. But number 1 of Liebert is staying out. So very, very close. We've only had a couple of drivers go in, and I do believe, Element, that is probably J-Mac on the high side as he came off of pit road possibly a lap ago. No, that looks like it's the 48.
Yeah, 48. Oh.
So much movement out here, but these guys are really holding it together. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, haven't been too many problems. Not too bad.
You see J-Mac up here as the whole field is catching up to him. He is having them go around, going a little bit underneath so they don't have to go too far out. But man, oh man, great strategy on his end. He's got no other choice but to let them push him, and that puts him right in the thick of things once again.
Yeah, he's in the best case scenario right now. He's in the lucky dog position. He's got that held down, and just really hope for no caution to come out, because he'll be sitting in a pretty good position here at the end of the stage.
Absolutely. 9 to go. We're going to have more pit stops, I guarantee it, but once it rolls through, we're going to find out where J-Mac sits. But man, he couldn't have timed that any more perfectly than he did. Got off of pit road, got back in line, and he is off and running as a lot of these guys still have to go in. We're coming down to the wire for stage 1, and stage points are huge in here. You really need those. So these top, 5 guys are going to have a lot of points to pad their score once we end the race here tonight.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised when the other guys started peeling off a little bit earlier that they didn't bring the rest of them down to get fuel and try to maintain track position and time.
You see the 19 and the 14, the 19 of PTH, the GOAT, and Natterdays in the 14. Element, what are you seeing here? Oh my goodness, look at all the cars going in. What is this?
It just got a little wild in the back with Super here. And a little bit of beating and banging, but nothing too hairy.
Man, oh man, you would think that was the entire field with how many went in, but there are still quite a few that have not. I would assume they're going to go in this time around. You see the 51 of Honeycutt. He is leading this pack. Will he go in this time around? We're going to find out. We're on board with J-Mac Attack, who has gone in a few laps ago and managed to make his way into the pack once again. He's got the 47. The 51 stays out yet another lap. I'm curious about the strategy here. We've talked about it. You want the crew that you can to come out with you to make sure you have that draft. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes in and who he's going to come out with.
Definitely going to want some dance partners, that's for sure. So hopefully they can kind of be on the same strategy and get out at the same time.
You see a lot of guys up ahead in front of Honeycutt. We have the 41 of Techie Galaxy directly above, letting them go by. He's going to try to tuck down underneath and catch the draft. Looks like he has done it so far. But you see, these guys are really spread out, Element. We're going to find out if these guys can gather it up together, which will only help. But Honeycutt really taking a late pit stop here.
It's a rubber band. They're all going to come back together at some point. It's going to happen.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder if he actually went in and we missed it. I have to find this out. We're going to find out.
Oh, there's some lag.
There is a little bit of lag. I'm going to find out where that 88 is. Dohar, he is one to save a whole bunch. He is your current leader, sitting behind the 51 of Honeycutt, so that tells me that he had to have gone in. 88 has not gone in yet, and we're probably going to see him go in shortly, unless he saved this whole time. But man, oh man, I just don't see it happening.
What golden horseshoe is shoved up his blank right now? If he's able to save the rest of the... No. Oh, he's pitting. Okay.
Here we go. He is pitting. That would be insane if he was able to stay out that entire time.
Yeah. It'd be like Jimmy Johnson passed on his lucky horseshoe.
I would say so. All right, let's see if we can get... There goes Dohar onto pit road. He is going to be solo coming in. We'll see where he comes out. We're going to have to get... Oh, man, that was close.
Were you watching what I was watching?
I don't know. I was on board with Gary from Canada in that 77. Man, oh, man, that was getting crazy.
Caught the apron there a little bit. Oh.
I do believe I heard 4 to go, if I'm not mistaken. The radio was cutting out a little bit. But, man, it is coming down to the wire here. We're on board with 77 of Gary from Canada. He's got the 42 directly in front of him. That is Thrills, who we saw earlier. Very strong showing for him tonight. I'm going to have to get a count on who the leader is right now, though. Going to be very interesting to see once the pit cycle goes, but we have 3 to go at the stage.
I want to say it's going to be Jose. The slide job sitting second. Regneck, Mastermind, and then Leafs. My guess.
Yeah, we see a huge pack up here. I'm going to say it's got to be Jose after Dohar comes out. But we're on board with Rangers in that number 11. This is going to be 2 to go, if I'm not mistaken, guys. And this is a huge pack up here. Are they going to make a move? I guarantee some of these guys are going to try. So let's see if we can make our way up here, the front of the field. Yeah, we have Jose as the leader with 2 to go. Things are going to get pretty crazy. The end of stage 1. These guys are going to go for the points. You got the 47 out here of Wild Wreckneck. You have the 16 of Mr. Slide Job currently sitting in second. We already have a second line forming up top. Will they have enough? They need more help out there as we hit 1 to go. Final stage, final lap of stage 1. Can they make it happen? Jose looking pretty...
It's going to be tough to make it happen.
It is going to be tough, and these guys so far look pretty comfortable hanging out down low, but this is the backstretch, guys, the final part. These guys have to get that run and make it work. We see a car jump out back there. I don't know if that was Tom Flitty in the green, but we're going to find out. It looks like that. I'm trying to see who that is right now.
Yeah, it was Tom. I was watching him.
Yeah, taking a peek out there with the 47 trying to make a run on the outside, but I think Jose is going to hold him off and he's going to grab stage 1 win. We have Thrills out there. We have Slide Job in second. Incredible stage 1 as they're trying to make it too wide, gain some points out there. Man, oh man, what a stage 1. Jose grabs that. He is a part-time driver out here, and he is already making a little splash out there. Stage 1 win, bringing home those points out there. Much, much needed, so it's going to be great to see him for the rest of the time. He loves to get that high side rolling. We have Slide Job, who won the Clash. He came home second for stage 1. Man, past that, I'll tell you what, these guys were too wide. Photo finish for third. I'm not quite sure who that was, but great finish so far.
Yeah, I didn't have the best angle to catch that. I was on board with Scott Hall.
The top 3 stayed out, so we're gonna see what happens here, but you see the 13. He is out there leading. That is Game Mastermind. We have Honeycutt in the 51 on the outside. These guys are green and ready for stage 2. Sky is out there in the 18 directly behind Game Mastermind. They are off and running, Element.
Running they are. At a faster pace than I can go.
A lot of movement in this pack. You see these guys kind of spreading it out. Game Mastermind goes up high in the 13. Sky is going to be your new leader once they get around. Mr. Slide Job just putting all he can into pushing Sky right past. Look at that high side.
Out of the back.
Yeah, there's a lot going on back there. A lot of movement. We have Tom Flitty going crazy. He manages to save it. We have the 9 car directly in front of him. You hear a lot of radio communication right now. These guys are still holding on.
Oh, they're hanging on.
Looks like we have a couple of guys that fell off of that lead pack. You see him back there. And we have a couple of single car cars going on back there, and I think I just saw someone else lag out, Element. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'll have to take a look at pit road, but yeah, very interesting.
Time to start praying to the lag gods so that way they don't interfere with the race.
A couple of the guys that did not pit stage break, they are on pit road. We saw them go in, but we're on board with the 14 of Natter Days. Man, going a little high. You see a little twitchiness out there. I'm wondering if they're seeing any of this, but so far, so good.
I haven't really noticed a whole lot of twitchiness. It looks pretty smooth here. Huge run for Natter Days in the 37 of Monster Mike, but unfortunately, not enough help to make it last on the outside. But man, oh man, just Natter Days by himself. They passed up about 3 cars and lost it all right back. Now they might possibly lose even more as they are trying to find their way back into the bottom line. Whoa! What happened to Game Mastermind? He was just up there contending for the lead.
He was, and he was one that did not pit, so I think he went on to pit road as we have 26 to go on stage 2. Yeah, the top 3 guys that we saw, they did not pit during the stage break, so they will have to go in to get the tire and fuel. Fuels.
It fuels my heart.
I know. Tongue-tied out here. We're on board with 2 of Super NASCAR Fan as he is in the back of this front pack out here, hanging on. Man, I'll tell you what, I've seen so many guys hit that apron and it just flings you up high. And if you are too wide, it can be a very scary situation. Let's see, he's got the 19 going up high, trying to make it too wide. That is PTH, the GOAT, with Slide Job leading that on the outside. Just not enough help out there, Element.
if they can get a group of 4 or 5 of them and they just stay linked together, they can carry enough momentum around where they can possibly make some moves.
Absolutely. We're on board with our pole sitter, the J-Mac Attack 34. He's in that number 3. He is sitting pretty comfortably, letting off just a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit of lag in front of him of that 47, a Wild Wreckneck, giving a little space. I'm thinking due to that, but these guys hanging on there pretty good. You can see a pretty solid line. These guys are pretty tight together.
They're definitely tight, but for some of these guys that were not able to secure some stage points in stage 1, they're definitely going to have to try and make some moves this stage, just get some points going their way for the rest of this race.
We see the number 6 of Stout Whiskey leading this second pack. You have the 24 directly behind him, and that is Foxhound Boss. I'm not quite sure what happened to these guys, but there are 4 of them in this pack right now trying to make their way back up to this front pack. All they need is some guys to go out, try to make it too wide, have it not work, and they'll be able to catch that pack, and it looks like they are getting ever so close to having that draft of what they need. But it's going to be a very close one. They just got to keep at it.
Yeah. Inches, not feet. They got to keep gaining them inches.
So true. If they can do it, I mean, look at the line that they're holding. You have Dohart in there. You have the 42 of Thrills. You have Foxhound Boss. And you have Stout leading it, so they have another 2 cars with them. That is Rangers in that 11. Let me see if I can see who that is directly in front of him. That is the 37 of Monster Mike. These guys going on the outside. Rangers is saying, heck no, man, I'm gonna make you push me now.
I can't blame them. Got to try and get that top going at some point.
So true. You see these 6 guys, they are going side by side. They need to get back and line single file. Work it out once you get up there, but for now, they need to get that line working, go single file. But man, oh man, they are making the race interesting back here as that high side is just rolling. Let's go on board with Stout Whiskey in that 6 and take a look. Looks like that high side is breaking up a little bit. Stout decides to tuck down underneath 11. He's gonna let 11 in line. You see some teammates working out here. I know Rangers is gonna remember that later, so that'll be good to work with that. Make sure that you have that communication open. But we have the front pack out here. Wild Wreckneck into the grass. I'm not sure what happened, but man, oh man. Let's see how he fares getting back on. These guys were 3 wide, Element, as he was trying to make his way back up the track.
We had 3 wide?
3 wide.
That's music to my ears. I like the sound of that. That means action. Let's go.
It was definite action. I don't think purposeful action, but it was definite action. As we have 20 to go.
Oh, look. Got Tom and Jose and J-Mac.
I'm looking at it
right now.
I'm looking at it.
Let's go, fellas.
Super NASCAR fan getting really swervy out here. Whoa. Almost causes a wreck right there. He goes into the grass.
On the bottom to drive.
Yeah, absolutely insane. I don't know how Sky managed to not wreck on that, but I guarantee you, he's got to have some damage. That is no good. Man, I'm not sure what happened to Honeycutt out here in that 51 car, but he is completely solo. Not what you want to see, but I'll tell you what, we have a whole nother stage that we're going to see here tonight, but he is all on his own little island.
And that's a place you don't want to be. That's a very lonely place to be.
We have Sky going in. You see him out there, that 18 coming in for possibly to fix some damage out there along with tires and fuel. We're going to find out, but 19 of PTH, the GOAT, we're on board with him. So much movement up here. You see the 12 directly in front of him of Scott Hall for life. Man, look at that stack up in the front pack, and the GOAT just gives him a huge, huge push. Absolutely insane up here.
And the 4 or 5 or 6 of them, whatever that were all together, are now right there with the main pack. So it's about to get real interesting.
It sure is. These guys, such a long line in this front pack. I want to give a shout out to Joe. We have Kool-Aid out there. We have Dion. Thank you so much for tuning in and cheering on these drivers. I know they very much appreciate it. Oh!
Whoa! Whoa!
What was that? Did he just catch the... You... Did he just catch the apron trying to get on track?
Yeah, he looked like a sprint car sliding around the track. It was awesome.
Man, he is just dirt tracking it out there, and that is going to make him lose the draft. Really unfortunate situation as these guys. Great move by Monster Mike trying to miss hitting the rear of these other cars out here. A huge stack up. You see the 47 looks like he's lagging a little bit. That is Wild Wreckneck. We've seen him move just a little bit throughout the night, but these guys so far seem to be handling themselves really well considering what they're given right now.
I'm enjoying this. I'm liking how guys are starting to feel more comfortable, try and make moves to the outside and try to work together and make it happen. It's making it a little bit more dicier. I like that.
It is, but Element, I don't know about you. I am seeing a ton of lag on track. Please tell me that the server is going to hang in here. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. A lot of dancing on track out here.
That much lag.
The entire lobby for me is literally just synchronized lagging.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not seeing any. Huh. Yeah.
Savage, you're still here. Awesome, glad to see it. We're gonna see what happens out here.
Pit stops.
We have the 9 car pitting. We have the 8 giving the signal that he is pitting out there. So it's gonna be super tight on pit road. We'll see how they can handle it out here, but
11s.
What'd you say, Element?
Got the 12 and 42, not the 11. He signaled, but he didn't go.
Yeah, I saw Tom Flitty signal also, but I think he saw how busy pit road was, and he just said, nope, I'm staying out one more time.
Yep, they pulled a Peyton Manning and called an audible.
14 to go in stage 2, right in the area of where you can pit and be okay. So we see a couple more drivers out here signaling that they will go in. A lot of guys underneath the yellow. Dohar, he seems to be saving a lot out here, so I'm curious when he will make a stop. Will he go in with these guys or stay out another lap? He decides to go in and he hits the wall. What is going on with this? Man. That'll definitely get him slowed up, but that is not going to help him as far as damage goes. You see pit road is very busy. Yeah. You see Leaf Justin out here on the backstretch. Will he be able to catch up with anyone? You see someone behind him catching up very quickly. He decides he's going to go around. That's going to be the 47 of Wild Wreckneck. Let's see if Justin can get the draft here. We see a huge pack up ahead of him, so we're going to find out who the leaders are. Looks like the lead pack is pitting. Man, a lot of action on pit road once again. These Element, I gotta tell you, these guys are really handling themselves well, going on to pit road and exiting. A lot of cars are going on there, so it can be very treacherous as you're trying to enter.
Oh, yeah, especially with how touchy the brakes are. And yeah. It's a pain just getting on pit road.
Yeah, you see Scott Hall for life in that 12 car. He is with a group of about 4. Looks like Leaf Justin is going to get picked up by these guys, so that's going to help him out. A huge stack up. What in the world? We have the 24 of Foxhound Boss. I'm not sure if he was just, I'm not sure what happened there, but man, oh man, these guys once again
He was an innocent bystander.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just saw these guys coming back on, and they're back together and off moving.
Yeah, I caught that as it happened. Whoa!
That was an odd view. Yaski, I think he took himself out of the race. It looked like he got loose early in stage 1. Didn't want to hit anybody, and he just disappeared. So I'm thinking he retired early. We see Jose out here by himself, but it's not going to be for long. He's got quite a fast group coming up behind him, and he is going to hopefully be able to tail on with them. I'm gonna, we have a car wrecked back there. I don't know what happened with lag, but that is a 1-car wreck. Very, very unfortunate. I'm not even sure who that was.
That was Tom.
Oh, no.
Oh!
No, Tom.
Fella can't catch a break.
That's just plate racing for you. I mean, you said it right there. You have to have a lot of luck. You have to have a lot of teamwork. But man, oh man, when it doesn't happen, it can just go wrong very, very quickly.
So quick.
We have the 6 car of Stout Whiskey directly in front of Jose 95. He is the leader of this group right here. I'm gonna see if I can get a count on who is the current leader. But we have Rangers in this group and Dohar, a very stacked pack at the moment. The 6 is the current leader, so you're looking at this field right now. These cars are the lead group. Top 5 right here as we have 10 laps to go. These guys should be good to go on fuel too. They do not have to go in, so we're gonna see what these guys do in the finish here. Unfortunately, Tom should have been up here. I'm not sure what happened with him, but man, oh man, he is not with this group anymore. We see Sky coming back on the field here. He's gonna make his way up on the back stretch. Hopefully he can tag along with somebody, but this group element is just moving so fast.
Oh, it's moving so quick. Sorry. I had to take a break for a second.
We're on board with Mr. Slide Job in the 16, and he is with the J-Mac attack. They're gonna go side by side. I'm surprised they're not gonna work with each other. I don't know if J-Mac might have damage and Slide Job wants to lead, but I'm not quite sure. But man, oh man, I would be working with each other.
Yeah, more competition equals more friends at the end of the race, and if they'll go with you, that's a push at the end that you might want or need to get you that W.
Oh! 41 of Techie has a little bit of contact with the car above. He gets into the wall. They all managed to save it, but man, oh man, just caught that as soon as I got on them.
Same.
These guys are getting crazy out here.
Sketchy.
A little bit.
I like it.
Super NASCAR fan in that too is all by himself. We're gonna find out if he can make his way. Hopefully someone will make his way up to him, but there is no way he's gonna catch the 2 in front of him, and that is J-Mac and Slide Job. If they keep working against each other, they might though.
And the thing is that when you're all by yourself on a plate track, one thing always comes to my mind, and it's Donkey from Shrek. Singing that Biggie song. I swear.
That is too funny. Dion, we have.
Truth,
It's true. It's true. I can see it. Dion, we have Stout Whiskey in the 6. He is your current leader. This is the lead pack right here. We have the 95 of Jose in 2nd, Rangers in the 11 in 3rd. We have Dohar in 4th. And let's see if I can get a look at who's in 5th. That is the 19 of PTH, the GOAT.
Ooh, he's having a great run tonight.
He really is. He is a rookie driver for SnB out here. Dohar raced a little bit last season for us. We had Rangers out there, of course. Did a fabulous job. Stout Whiskey, part-time driver. He is a rookie driver out here. He's your current leader, so he's doing a heck of a job out there. Rick Rob, want to give a quick shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Sturlo, how are you doing? Crazy race tonight. Crazy race tonight, though. You see Stout taking it up high as he's trying to pass Honeycutt in that 51. He is all by himself still, but he is going to be able to hopefully catch on to the tail end of this pack. I do believe that's going to put him a lap down, though, as we see Kyle in that 20 car. He is up high. Hopefully he will catch on to the end of this pack, and that's going to be quite a huge pack here as we have 9 to go.
9 to go. Getting down to money time.
Absolutely. You know, I'm not surprised that we're seeing a single file line here. These guys are getting pretty comfy, but it is not going to be that way when the final couple of laps come for stage 2. These guys are going to be too wide. I can pretty much guarantee it.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to get as many points as they can coming down here to the end of this stage. Gotta get them. Oh! Major lag.
We must be watching the same thing at the same time. It's cracking me up because I just saw what you saw, and that was Wild Wreck Neck in that 47. Lots of lag in this other pack that Justin is leading at the moment. Man, scary stuff, and that definitely separated the pack into 2 packs, 3 cars each.
That's like the 4th time tonight already.
Yeah, I'm hearing reports over the radio that there is a lot of lag spiking in. What in the world? Element, I am back in this front pack, and the red car, I think that is the GOAT. Huge lag surge out here, and these servers, I don't know what it is, but man, it is just, it's bad right now. It is really bad.
Wow. The GOAT was going to make a move on the inside of Dohar. He threw a massive block. Woo.
2 to go at the line. Once we hit the line here, we still have Stout Whiskey in the 6th leading this crew and the race. If he can get these points, that is going to be some nice points for him. Jose took home stage 1, and he is currently sitting in 2nd. Will he be able to make a move on Stout and get that outside line rolling? I don't see the 6 moving over to let him do it, so we're going to find out what happens.
Yeah, Stout's not going to roll over. He's going to try and make a move and get as many points as he can, that's for sure.
Here we go, 2 wide. These guys are making an entertaining race, 3 by 3, side by side. Man, these guys are absolutely insane. However, that high side just does not have it. You see Dohar leading that high line, and they are falling back already. We see the GOAT tucking back under just to make sure he gets a line pretty quick. Dohar is going to fall back. You see so much lag out here. It is just insane. Here they go for try number 2. I do believe we have one more lap left in stage 2. We have the 6 of Stout still leading it. Rangers, he is leading this outside group. I do believe they said that this is the finish for this stage. So we're going to find out, can they do it? What's going to happen here? They go back single file. Looks like 6 is going to take stage 2 with Jose coming home 2nd for stage 2. 19 of the GOAT is going to take P3 with Rangers in 4th and Dohar in 5th.
How about Stout bringing the whiskey to the party? Getting on up there.
He sure did. This guy, like I said, a rookie to SnB, but man, oh man, this guy knows how to race. A part-time driver, but he is making a statement out here, and a huge one.
That whiskey better be on the rocks, Stout.
T-Phrase, what's up? How are you out there? Hope you guys are doing good. We're getting ready to make our way onto stage 3. We're going to find out. We had a couple of guys stay out for stage 2. They had to pit pretty early, so hopefully we get all these guys onto pit road because we saw them go a lap down. Final stage here. Can the lag stay away? We're going to find out. Jose leading us off in that 95 with the goat on the outside. 95 has Rangers directly behind him. A pretty solid start so far. Jose, nice start for him. He's got that outside moving, but I know him, and he's wanting to get that outside rolling as we have the 14 making some contact. Element, did they save that?
He's still beating and banging, but there's one car. Oh, I think that was 20.
I just saw a couple of cars fly into the infield. I'm not sure if that's going to bring out a caution. We're going to have to find out. Caution at the line, so once Jose reaches the line, caution will be out for our second or third caution of the night. Not too bad considering the lag that these guys have had to deal with. Pretty solid race.
They're going to have to deal with it one way or the other. It's going to be a part of the issue. It's just the way, and you're going to have to work around it. You're going to have to try to get to the front one way or the other. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Absolutely. Romo, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. These guys are doing a heck of a job here tonight for SnB's season opener for the 7th season. This is the Daytona 250. We're in the final stage here. 33 laps for the final stage. We've already completed one, I do believe. We are under caution after, I'm not sure if it was lag or somebody getting the apron, but a few cars did pile up and wrecked way in the back. We see a car going to get his lap back. Go ahead, Elmet.
You know the old saying, right?
What's that?
Cautions
breed cautions. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
I hope not. You just gotta say it.
And stage 3 always brings the aggression out. You got these guys that are going for all the points. I mean, stage points, they help. Absolutely. But finishing the race in first, that's what these guys all want to do. They want to get in the booth tonight. We got the top 3 drivers. We're going to bring them into the booth. So, to get those top 3 spots, that's where these guys all are racing for.
Especially since they pay the most points and gets them ahead of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You got to get those points.
That's what it's all about. Get that W and those points. Pit road should be open this time around. We're going to see them probably coming in for a pit stop here. It'll be interesting to see who will go in, who's going to stay out. We'll find out.
I would have pitted.
I don't know. And these guys are doubling up like they're going to go green. So we'll find out.
I think they are.
Yeah, they are going to go around one more time because not everybody is up there. So they must have opened up pit road the last lap. So yeah, we're double file here, getting ready to go back to green in stage 3. Jose chooses the outside. Very interesting. I know he loves it, but man, oh man, that's a rough start out there.
The cojones on him to go to the outside.
He's got, I was about to say, he's got 88 of Dohar directly behind him. He is a fantastic pusher. He's got the 47 behind him. That is Wild Wreckneck. He must have oodles of confidence in the guys behind him.
If he can push him from the green, clear Rangers, that'll be a stacked top 3, and they're going to be pretty complacent on riding there for a while. So it'll be really tough to pass that top 3 if that's what's going to happen.
Very true. We have the 6 of Stout underneath the apron, taking a little shortcut down there, trying to save, possibly save some fuel. Very interesting route. They will be going green though, and that's Rangers. He's going to be on that inside, so he's going to have the preferred line. We'll see how he starts with 95 being in the lead up on top. It's going to be very, very tight out here, but like I told you guys, Jose loves that high side. Or will Rangers let him down and they will just be off and running? We're going to find out Jose's strategy right here, but I know he does love that high side.
He does, Dohar does, and I know a lot of these guys are itching to get that line going, so.
Absolutely.
That's also in play.
You heard it. We're coming up on the green. Here we go, the restart box. Jose is your leader. 88 gives him a little bit of a nudge, trying to get out there. Rangers lets off a little bit.
Look at that.
Jose, is he going to make his way down there? Yeah, absolutely insane. Dohar just all over him.
7 out.
Yeah, they make their way down to the bottom, and the 47 of Wild Wreckneck is just absolutely left out to dry as we have 29 to go in this stage.
And with Stout following E3, I'm pretty sure that top 4 is set. So these guys are really going to have to get that high line working and try to work together, get around them. It ain't going to be easy.
Jose back to the leader. We have the 88 of Dohar in second, Rangers in third. We have the 6 of Stout in fourth, and PTH, the GOAT, I do believe, will be the top 5. These guys are so close, but look at the push that Dohar is giving him. What are you looking at?
I was riding with Bob Reckneck, and he got shuffled all the way to the back. And that lag is just insane in the back.
Huge pile up. There are so many cars involved. Race back to the line. Man, oh man, let's get a replay on that if we can. Absolutely incredible out there.
That was 100% lag-induced. The lag was just ridiculous back there.
Yeah, you saw it back there. They piled up. There it is right there. So they will come back and do yet another caution. This is, this is just what we are going through right now with the servers. Just so much lag. Not much we can do about it. The guys are doing a fantastic job of trying to hang in there. But again, not much you can do about it. So props to these guys on their first race together and making sure that they're taking care of each other.
For some reason, the one thing I've definitely noticed since Heat 4 and on to this game is just lag on the super speedway. It's just a royal pain. It doesn't matter how fast your internet is. It doesn't matter if you're... I mean, being hardwired definitely helps a little bit, but still, it really doesn't make that much big of a difference. It's just something with the super speedways in this game, and the servers do not mix at all.
It is true, unfortunately. So yet another caution. Pit road is closed. They will go around again before they open it. FSL Radio Network, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Got a little bit of a lag going on here, but so far these guys have been super clean. The lag is just a huge issue. Hopefully the game will be able to fix it soon. We're very lucky right now that not everybody has lagged out, because that has happened most recently. So hopefully it will hold on tonight and let us get this race complete. We don't have that many more laps to go in the final stage, around probably 27. So yeah, hopefully we can get this moving.
All right, Frozen, I'm going to dive into my Larry Mack trends of the race.
I love it. Go for it.
And the average lap that the final caution comes out will be around 8 to go.
Interesting.
I just totally made that up, but hey.
Well, the final lap, once we hit 5 laps to go, no more cautions can come out. I'm trying to get a view for you guys. I know you asked about Gary from Canada. Let me see if I can find him. Here he is right here, making his way onto pit road. A lot of damage for him. I know he's had a rough race tonight. We saw him lag earlier. He had some contact with another driver out there, but man, pit road is very busy. You can just hear all the contact. Good grief. The AI takeover at the line, so there's not much these drivers can do. But we are at 25 to go as we are still under pace. You see Rangers out here stayed out. The 88 has stayed, well, I'm going to assume stayed out. I did not watch them, but Jose out there still leading. So these guys are starting to line up a double file as they make their way off of pit road. We'll probably have to make our way around again unless they can get back there. You're welcome, LBZ. I'm excited for when this game can tell you who the drivers are, what position they're in, how many laps you have. Until then, we have Rock in the producer's booth behind the scenes helping out tremendously with giving me that info. Let's take a look at the back of the field element. I see some guys still coming back up here. I don't think we're gonna go green this time around. I'm waiting for confirmation over the radio. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna make our way around one more time.
Oh, I started hearing the engines turn, and I thought they were really gonna go green there for a second.
They seem to be going pretty fast.
Got thrills. They were going very fast. I was on thrills and I heard the engine starting to go, and I'm like, yep, they're not going another time. And then
We'll
he
find
backed
out
it
here.
down. Two can play that game, thrills.
Should be this time around. You see the 95 just really holding on to the outside. Huge strategy move on his end. Obviously communicated with the drivers down low. Dohar is going to lead the inside row with Jose. He is going to lead the field to green. He is on the outside. We're going to find out if Dohar is going to let Stout in that 6 and Jose in that 95, if he's going to let them in front of him.
Man, something happened to Skyland. He must have lagged out.
Yeah,
Just noticed that.
this field is riddled with lag right now. You can see it right here. The leader is the 95. We'll see him make his way up here as we go green. It will be off of 95's go, but man, oh man, Element, I'm so nervous for these guys as you just see a little bit of movement as far as lag goes, but here we go. We're at the restart box, so the 95 will lead us off. He gets a nice jump along with that 6. I don't know if Dohar is going to let him in. We're going to find out, but Rangers is kind of holding back just to make sure they get plenty of room, but I do believe that is the strategy of letting those guys in.
Yeah, there's definitely a strategy at play on these restarts with those guys up front. And they know what they're doing, and they're smart when it comes to plate racing.
We saw Justin. We saw Justin on the high side by himself. He was able to get down, but man, oh man, that would have been such a shame to see him fall all the way back. But the 12 of Scott Hall for Life was able to let him in, and they are off and running.
And running they are. Come on, Thrills. Come on, Thrills. Take it to the outside. Got the run, bud.
We have a couple of guys out there on the outside. I'm looking at the 95, and he is so strong out here tonight. Currently sitting as your leader with Stout Whiskey and that 6 behind. The 88 of Dohar went under the apron. That usually means you are going into pit. So we're going to find out if he's going to pit, but I'm curious as to if he's going to now. Why didn't he go under pit road when they were in caution? But we'll find out. Yeah, I don't see him going in, so that just must have been just going underneath the apron as they were racing. It tends to happen, especially with all this lag out here, but these guys are doing great. Let's go back to the one of Liebert. He was our driver spotlight tonight. He is currently sitting midfield, right behind J-Mac. A little bit of contact there as he's pushing J-Mac up ahead. Man, very, very tight.
A little bit of leaning going on here. I like it. I like it.
The 9 car of Justin trying to go on that outside. No one is following him. He tucks quickly back down as not to relinquish his spot.
Honestly, if you're mid-pack, the best play you can do is just sit tight, hold that bottom, control your draft, and not push too hard and not try to get pushed too hard, and just make up spots as guys try to go to the outside at this point.
20 to go, and I'm on board with Bacon Bits in the 22. He's got the 51 of Honeycutt directly in front of him. These guys have lost the pack. They are trying to work their way back up there with the 13 of Game Mastermind leading it, but man, oh man, you just see the lag, and it is not doing them any favors as they are trying to stay on top of each other.
No, this lag is... it's not being proactive.
I've seen it worse, but I've seen it a lot better. Tonight is not one of the nights where you want to see the lag on a super speedway, because it usually has it to begin with. But so far, the servers are holding out for us. We have the 48 on the high side. That is going to be Combat Beast. He's going to have to tuck it back down as no one has gone with him. These guys going on the high side element. Such a rough night. All these guys trying to make it work. Not a lot have been able to, though. Look at 3 wide as Combat tries to take a 3 wide right with Slide Job in the middle. He decides to hold back and tuck back in, but Combat is a man on a mission on that high side.
At least he's trying to make some moves. If you're just sitting there right now and everybody's just holding bottom, you're not really going to go anywhere unless they make a move to the outside, then you just fill the hole. There's not much you can really do.
Yeah, a little bit of contact as he was trying to test the waters to get back down low. Made some contact with the car, but he tucked in the back of the field, and he is off and running.
Well, we almost had a 3 cars trying to make that high line work, and that just kind of dissipated real fast.
The 14 tests the water and goes out. That is Natter Days. Only one taker, but he tucks back in line. A lot of guys are really testing it out here, seeing who will and who will not go. A little bit of contact from all of that. We have the 24 on the high side. We have the 14 of Natter Days. 24 of Foxhound Boss. These guys are going to fall back once again.
Yeah, you got some guys dipping toes on the outside, and it just nobody's really taking with them. It's just not falling right now.
This is the time to do it, though. This is when you really want to test to see who's going to go with me. Will I have any help out there? You got to have friends out here. If you don't have it, you're not moving anywhere except for to go back. So we have 16 to go here, and this is where if you pit now, you can make it for the rest of the race. I'm thinking that these guys still have one more pit stop to go, and that's going to shuffle things up quite a bit, Element.
Yep, and this is the money stop, so you definitely got to hit every single mark that you can, and you got to make sure you have a drafting partner.
3 wide in the back, man. I thought they were going to wreck right there. They managed to hold on to it. Huge props for them because that looked very, very sketchy. This is a long line up here, and with the lag and everything else, great job to these guys. Natter Days has lost the pack from that contact. Super unfortunate, but we've talked about it before. If those guys up ahead, if they go too wide and try to make that outside work, if it doesn't, they will fall back, and he is able to catch them. But man, he's got to hope for that.
It's frozen. I think we might have takers for pit road. A few of them dip below the yellow line. Yep.
Yeah.
Got some takers. A lot of them.
A
Holy
lot
moly.
of takers. Look at pit road. Man, oh man. If they go through that without any contact, I am really, really impressed out there.
I saw a car come across Ranger's nose, but it was as they were coming on the pit road, so pit road caught them at the time that that was going on. So that was perfect timing on that incident.
You see a huge pack up here. 47 into the wall after some contact. He manages to hold on to it. I can't tell you how many times I have said somebody into the wall, but they managed to hold on to it. These guys are just all over the place, but really, really able to hold on to it. And as we have more takers for pit road.
Oh, I thought Thrills missed pit road. I thought he did.
Look at the 3 and the 37 just connected together as they take on pit road. Man, that was very intense right there.
Yep, and you had the 47, 16, and 48 stay out on track, so they're the last ones to go, as far as I know.
Horton, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. We have 6 of Stout Whiskey, who led several laps here tonight. He is currently sitting behind 11 of Rangers, and Rangers is currently behind Jose, who has led a ton tonight. Super strong showing here for these guys. Very strong pack they have. They're still going through the pit cycle, Dion. We're trying to find out who is going in, but most of the field at this point has pitted. A lot of these guys are still pretty close together. I mean, we're seeing some packs out here, but they're not as separated as I was anticipating.
No, I think a lot of that is because a majority of them went on pit road at the same time, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of them all spread out across the track and trying to rubber band back together.
Absolutely. Stout Whiskey taking on that high side with the pack that he was with before. They have that definitely rolling as they're trying to make their way around the 41 and the car directly in front of them. The 11 looked like he made a little bit of contact with the wall. That's going to slow him down just a little bit. But they're still making their way on by. That is the 3 of J-Mac and the 41 of Techie Galaxy.
Old Techie Galaxy up there. All right.
We have a low line down there and a high line as these guys try to blend in together. That is going to make a powerhouse right there of draft. I'm going to find out if we can get a count on who our current leader is. But man, oh man, a very stacked field up in this.
Oh, they're stacking. It's going to get more stacked as the laps close down. Oh.
We have 11 laps to go. Coming down to the wire here. Actually coming down to 10 once we hit the line. Jose going underneath the yellow, coming back up very, very tight. A little bit of lag. These guys are managing to hold on to it, but man, oh man, great save by Jose. Here we go, 10 to go. I do believe these are your leaders up here. Hopefully I can get a confirmation on that, but I do believe Dohar is... Okay, well, I'm hearing the 47 of Wild Wreckneck. He has not pitted, so he is going to be your leader. He's going to have to go in, though. There's no way he can make it. You see it right here. All these guys are going to go in. So the front pack that we were just watching, they will be the leader once these guys go onto pit road. Let's see how they make their way on. Hopefully they can get a safe entry. You see these guys really spread it out as they're trying to make the entry onto pit road. A very safe entry for these guys. All 3 of them go on. That's going to leave Dohar and the pack that is with him as the current leaders.
Yep, they're going to be doing a splash, and hopefully all 3 come out together, and they might be sitting in the catbird seat. Very well could be.
Looks like the fight for the win, the battle is going to be right here. We have Dohar in the 88. We have the 95 of Jose behind him in second. We have Rangers in third. These guys are the top guys right here. We have the 6 of Stout. So stacked up here. The 41 of Techie Galaxy. Techie is a rookie out here. We have J-Mac in that 3 car. Very, very stacked field. And last in that group, I see another car catching up to him. We saw him back just a little bit, but we have 9 of Justin and 12, I do believe, of Scott Hall for life. That is going to be that entire pack.
These guys are going to latch right on with them. We're going to have ourselves quite the group here to end this race.
Look at this as they're trying to make their way around the guys who are coming off of pit road. Those are the guys that we were watching that were the leader. That is Wild Wreckneck in the 47 and the 48. That is Combat Beast. They're going to have to catch up to these guys, so they are part of this lead pack. Huge, huge pack.
It's not a bad pack to be a part of, that's for sure.
Let's take it on board to Jose. We're going to watch him as he is drafting with the 88 of Dohar. Dohar holding that steady line as we are 6 to go at the line. Very, very tight racing. A little bit of lag there. I don't know if Jose might have mule kicked someone behind him, but man, they're still hanging on to it.
There's a little bit of kickback.
Not fun to be involved in, but like I said, I gotta give props to these guys being very patient out there, giving each other the room that they need. We're on board with Honeycutt in the 51. He's in a group of 3 of them. You don't see anyone else really anywhere in sight. A tough night for these 3.
Yeah, definitely a tough night, and it's gonna happen, but it's a long season.
It is a long season. I saw a peak. We're on board with Monster Mike in the 37. You saw a peak of the group as we hit 5 to go. That means no more cautions. Whatever happens from here on out, they're just going to ride it till the end. I see a Kyle fan on pit road. I think that he has either lagged out or has retired from the event as we are on board with our current leader, Dohar. And look at the damage on his front. Hopefully that's just cosmetic and not actual damage. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be the leader right now.
Yeah. But pit road can be a little janky sometimes.
A little bit. These guys have not moved. They are they are very they're okay with sitting there in a single file line. We still have a few laps to go, but we've seen it so far in both the other stages. These guys are going to take it too wide. The question is, can they make it work? You know who I'm curious about? If TomTom. You know, we saw him earlier with that incident. I guarantee he would be up here in this huge pack with these guys if that contact didn't happen for him earlier.